This is Copper 90 and this is our Euro 2016 Best 11. We've argued, fought and done a few little cries en route to selecting this 11. We're playing 3-3-3-1, Viva la Wingback. In goal, it's Manuel Neuer. Italians will scream for Buffon, neutrals might shake their heads at the exclusion of Hannes Halderson, and Joe Hart will probably just shout really loudly before dropping his shampoo. But when all is said and done, Germany have been imperious in defence throughout. You could argue that it's been a collective effort from the world champions and that Neuer hasn't had all that much to do. Yet when he's needed to spring into action, he's been his usual panther-like self, in psyching out at least two Italians and memorably saving from Bonucci and Darmian in the quarter-final shootout. He proved yet again that he is the best in the world. At right centre-back, it's Pepe. Once described as the bad guy from a budget Brazilian soap opera, there are few players as divisive as Real Madrid's tormentor-in-chief. A tireless charity worker spoken of by his teammates as a good man, he's also stamped, headbutted and play-acted his way to becoming everybody's favourite pantomime villain, making it easy to forget that he's a very good centre-half. Still quick enough to give most forwards a run for their money, he's read the game excellently. His decision-making has been imperious and he's been the rock upon which Portugal's campaign has been built. At centre-back, it's Ashley Williams. It's been a long road to the top with the former Hednesford Town defender, who used to combine non-league duties with working at a theme park. But since moving to Swansea in 2008, his improvement has been dramatic, and he can now realistically claim to be one of the finest leaders of men in world football. Deliciously aggressive, his absolute refusal to be beaten has been one of the highlights of the tournament, and his header against Belgium, well, that probably deserves a big statue. At left centre-back, it's Leonardo Bonucci. Italy's defence have a justifiable claim to being one of history's best. Catenaccio from the tips of their boots, their collective work is a study in the dark arts of defending, and you definitely wouldn't want to spill their limoncello. Bonucci, though, has been the pick of the bunch. If you sat down and sketched out the perfect modern centre-half, it would look a lot like Bonucci. Technique, aggression, timing, poise, he's got the lot. And young John Stones could do a lot worse than sit and watch footage of the Azzurri's defensive assassin. At right wing-back, it's Lukasz Piszczek. When Jurgen Klopp's gegenpressing machine was slaying all comers, there was no more exciting right-back in world football than Piszczek. Do not even think of arguing. The phone's off the hook and we're hiding those comments. Age and the different demands of Thomas Tuchel have blunted him slightly at club level, but as the non-stop raiding blur of Poland's gutsy band of brothers, he was as good as he's ever been over the last month. At left wing back, it's Neil Taylor. The Swansea man might have missed a Beyoncé concert as Wales advanced unexpectedly through the tournament, but his roles in Wales formation has been vital. See what he did there? Beyoncé? Formation? No? Seriously though, he has. He scored his first international goal against Russia, has created more chances than any other defender in the tournament, and his positioning high on the left has been vital as Wales have pinned teams back. We're not sure if he has hot sauce in his bag, but he definitely has swag. That's another Beyoncé reference, by the way. Google it. In defensive midfield, it's Toni Kroos. Averaging 110 passes per game with a success rate of 93%, Kroos has been the metronomic pulse of demand shaft. But this isn't a player content to hit endless 5-yard passes. A risk taker who combines vision and precision, his constant prompting and cajoling from the centre of midfield has proved yet again why Pep Guardiola was furious that Bayern allowed him to join Real Madrid 2 summers ago. Would he be able to play defensive midfield on his own in this ridiculous formation? Probably not. Be a laugh finding out though. Our right-sided attacking midfielder is Mesut Ozil. Ozil might not be able to take a penalty to save his life, but for a man whose glorious brushstrokes turn football into an art form, simply passing one in from 12 yards is probably just too easy. Probably. It's remarkable really, the amount of criticism Ozil gets. In an era when a lot of footballers resemble athletes, his willowy style, glorious sleight of foot, and now you see him, now you don't movement, make him stand alone, like an old Rolls Royce in a garage full of muscle cars. In the centre of our attacking trio, it's Aaron Ramsey, another Arsenal player who is regularly asked to walk the plank on social media. Ramsey has quite simply showed the world how good he is and laid down a massive marker to play centre midfield or nowhere when he returns to the Emirates. With his 4 assists, 1 goal, 3 Man of the Match awards and countless runs behind the opposition, the man with the Targaryen dye job has led Wales across the narrow sea and breathed fire as the Dragons have proved their renaissance to be more than just a myth. Look, we're missing Game of Thrones, alright? Deal with it. On the left side of the 3 is Dimitri Payet. Despite scoring a couple of free kicks in the warm-up games, nobody was really sure he could replicate his West Ham form on the biggest stage. Yet from the moment he wept like a man seeing Marley and Me for the first time, after scoring that last-minute winner against Romania in France's opener, Payet has become the all-action poster boy for Euro 2016. When the ball arrives at his feet, the clattering of chairs as people stand to watch him weave his magic is deafening. as are the cheers when he consistently delivers end product. Up front on his own is Antoine Griezmann. This selection was so controversial that we had to settle it with an arm wrestling competition. Giroud and Bale were both considered, but Griezmann deserves a spot for emerging from France's shaky group stages like a greyhound chasing a hare. Quite simply, he's turned up in the knockout rounds, breaking Irish hearts with his brace of goals and then scoring one and setting up two in the destruction of Iceland. The ultimate multifunctional, modern attacker. He's perfect to lead the line in a team that will live or die by the sword. That was our Euro 2016 Best 11. Who did we miss? Leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Copper 90.